All right, so in this video, we're going to go over how to use the lacrosse ball in your feet. We talk often in here about fascial chains, and almost all of the fascial chains have some connection in your feet. So working in those feet can be super important for affecting movement in the whole rest of your body. All right, so we're gonna start right in this center area, right where people call like the bottom of their foot, so to speak, or their plantar fascia area, right? That's what it is. So there's this triangle if you look at a foot, right? And you kind of want to be staying in that triangle to work the plantar fascia, so to speak. So you're going to take that ball, you're going to put it on the ground. Whoop. You're not going to fall over. And you're going to put the ball underneath the foot, roll around until you find a tender spot. And once you find that, you can then work on straightening the knee. Okay. You can work on splaying the toes because, yes, they should be able to separate. You can work on dropping the heel back and then pointing forward. You can work on making a fist with your foot and then, splaying it out. That was a good one. Make a fist with the foot and then splay those toes. Good. And then once you start getting those spots to release, you can roll around until you find a new spot, okay? There's also this little stirrup that sort of comes into the bottom of your foot here. If we've discussed having spiral chain issues, right? Or you notice that it seems to be like, you're just kind of stacking up and it's almost as if your issues are wrapping around your body. This is a good place for you to be looking. So you're looking, again, at that little stirrup right underneath here. You're going to take that ball and you're almost rolling right across the front of the heel. And you can come all the way into just on the inside of that heel there and find a spot that is tender. Pause there. For this one, again, you could do the make a fist with your foot sort of thing and splay it out. If you need to keep those toes planted, you can then work on keeping the inside of that foot down and then pushing out with the knee. And then rock that back in. Inside of the foot down, push out with the knee. Okay. That's a good one. If you can get yourself in a position where you can keep that pressure there and keep the knee straight and twist without falling over, you can add that twist all the way up. It's a great balancing exercise as well. There you go. Another great spot to look for on the foot is right on the inside here. Most people think of their core as just being right here, but there is a deep fascial line that connects core deep on the insides of the legs all the way down into the foot, and then when coming up into the jaw. So if you can get right onto the inside of this foot, that potentially will affect how well you're able to use your core, how you're using your head, etc. And this one you sort of just keep pressure on. You can again try moving the knee, but because this one is such a point-specific spot, sometimes it is difficult to do much movement with it. So if we've talked about core with you, we've likely talked about breath work. So this is a great one to find that spot, pin it, and do your breath work. One more spot to demo here is going to be outside on this lateral arch here. This will be one commonly used if, say, you're having trouble bringing that pinky toe out. A lot of times this muscle will be short and contracted, over active or underactive for that matter. So if we can find that spot and then work on spreading that toe and calming the rest of the foot at the same time, you can get that to release nicely. This lateral point can also be an issue coming up into ribs. So if you've got IT band issues or even up into shoulder issues, taking this and stretching up and over with it can help translate from the foot all the way to the head. And there you have some footwork with the lacrosse ball. Basically, anywhere is fair game. If it's sore, it probably needs work, and whatever you're doing in your foot is going to affect everything stacked up on top of it.